둘이서 모든 걸 훌훌거리고 제주도 푸른 밤 그 별 아래 이제는 더 이상 얽매이긴 우린 싫어요. 신문에 TV에 월급 봉투에 아파트 담벼락보다는 바다를 볼 수 있는 창문이 좋아요. 낑깡밭 195 감귤도 우리 둘이 갖고 봐요. 정말로 그대가 외롭다고 느껴진다면 떠나요. 제주도 푸른 밤 하늘 아래로. 떠나요. 둘이서 힘들 게 별로 없어요. 제주도 푸른 밤 그 별 아래 그동안 우리는 오랫동안 지쳤잖아요. 술집에 카페에 많은 사람에 도시의 침묵보다는 바다의 속삭임이 좋아요. 신혼부부 밀려 똑같은 사진 찍기 구경하며 정말로 그대가 재미없다 느껴진다면 떠나요. 제주도 푸른 애가 살고 있는 곳. 도시의 침묵보다는 바다의 속삭임이 좋아요. 신혼부부 밀려 똑같은 사진 찍기 구경하며 정말로 그대가 재미없다 느껴진다면 떠나요. 제주도 푸른 애가 살고 있는 곳.
Guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. This is Micha. It's all about Jeju Island. For today's morning, our vlog is all about Jeju Counseling Center for Women Migrants, and we are going to have an interview to our Philippine counselor. Her name is Jeju. Okay, tara, let's guys. Good morning, ma'am. Pasensya sa istorbo.
Walang problema.
We would like to welcome Ma'am Marisa Conde.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Patingin mo ang ating mga kababayan sa Pilipinas.
Hi po. Hi to everyone. This is Marisa Conde. I'm the counselor here in Jeju Counseling Center for Women Migrants.
Please tell us what is Jeju Counseling Center for Women Migrants all about, and also what are the support services that you and or they could offer to all our kababayans, and not only to all Filipino women, but to all other nationalities. And I heard that your center support for multiple language, right? And what are those language that you could offer?
Okay, we are the Jeju Counseling Center for Women Migrants. This is our leaflet. It's actually small, as you can see, but we have lots of services offered to women migrants here in Korea, and actually here in Jeju. Okay, the support services that we provide for women migrants, including the marriage migrants, the women student migrants, and also the workers, women workers here in Jeju, are the counseling on victims of prostitution, domestic violence, and sexual violence. And also we do provide personal counseling, married couple counseling, and also the family counseling. And we do also assist them for medical expenses, legal investigation, psychotherapy support, and shelter connection. And also we can assist these women migrants for their sojourn, for employment, labor, and counseling. Labor counseling, sorry.
I have a personal question with you. Bakit pinili mong magtrabaho sa ganitong institution rather than working in a private company which you can earn a high salary and you have a high level of Korean language certificate?
Well, aanhin mo ang malaking sahod kung puno ka naman ng stress.
Wow.
When I was a freelancer translator, I happened to help Filipinas who are victims of sexual violence and family violence, domestic violence. So that's the time that I thought of working on a social welfare institution so that I could be able to help more other Filipinas who are in need.
Wow! Our next segment, it's not all about your line of work, so it's your personal experience. Why did you choose to come to this country instead of somewhere else? Like Japan, Australia, why you choose South Korea or Jeju Island? And why you decide to move here in Jeju Island? I heard you live for too long in mainland, right?
Yes.
So why you decide to move here in Jeju Island?
Well, I chose to come here in Korea because I'm in love with a Korean man.
Wow!
So that's why I came here in Korea. And
And then paano kayo nagkakilala? So, nagkita kayo sa Pilipinas?
Yeah.
Or through chat? Or video cam?
He was introduced me by a Korean friend.
Mm.
So that's how we had a chance to meet. He actually came to the Philippines to see me.
Oh, really? Wow, that's nice. So, where do you live in the Philippines before?
My hometown in Philippines is in Mindanao, Bukidnon, and I actually stayed for a long time in Manila with my grandmother.
And then, pwede mong batiin ang ating mga kababayan sa Bukidnon language.
Bukidnon language, in Bisaya.
Yeah.
So, hello sa inyong tanan dira. Unsa man?
Hello guys, taga Bukidnon pala siya.
Kabalo man kog Bisaya pero kamay ra kay nagdugay man kog Manila ba?
I see.
Yes.
So, ganun pala, kaya pala napadpad ka rito sa Jeju Island.
At first, when I came here in Korea, I stayed in Seoul for about 8 years. And
8 years! Ang tagal na.
yes, I stayed in Seoul for 8 years. So that's when we started our family. We were staying in Seoul. So I took care of my 2 children there when they were young. And then 4 years ago, last 2017, we had to move here in Jeju because of my husband's work. So he was assigned here in Jeju. That's why we have to follow him here.
So in between mainland and Jeju Island, ano ang pinakagusto mong part in living right now? Jeju or mainland? And why?
I love Jeju.
Why?
Because of the clean air, fresh air. Because when I was staying in Seoul, I actually have this trouble on my how do you call it, the sneezing allergy. I had allergies when I was staying in Seoul, so I actually can't sleep because of my how do you call it, baradong ilong.
Pares pala tayo. Kasi ako pagka autumn naman dito, may mga flower blooms. Tapos medyo nahihirapan ako na talaga.
But ever since I came here in Jeju, I didn't experience having allergy. So that's why I love Jeju. I can breathe here.
And then during your stay here in in South Korea, what are the most difficult part of coming here?
Of course, usually most of us, the most difficult part is to adjust here, especially when you don't know their language yet. So,
Oo, pati ako hirap na hirap. Hirap na din sa language.
So when my husband cannot talk to me well, and I cannot talk to him well.
And then, but I heard you passed the TOEIC level 5.
Yeah,
And it's a really hard exam because...
But that was later on na. So at
Yeah.
first,
Yeah, but at least you did it. Kasi napakahirap ipasa ang TOEIC exam. Ako nga,
Yeah.
susunod pa ng kilay. Bakit mag-take na napakahirap kasi.
kailangan mo lang talagang magtsagang mag-aral. You have to study very well.
Migration can be hard, right? Where did you find strength during your difficult times?
I have a lovable family. They actually support me. So at times that I am down, they are the ones that gave me strength because they love me, they support me, and it's my kids and my family.
And how old is your kids right now?
My son is in grade 6 right now, and my daughter is in grade 5.
If someone you were planning on coming to this country, Jeju Island, what would you tell them to expect?
At first, para sa mga bahan, for the newcomers here in Jeju, well, for marriage migrants, they actually have to, my advice for them is they have to build a strong family first. You have to respect your husband, you have to have a strong relationship first, because he's the one to be there always for you. Learn Korean first, because in Korea, Korean people actually usually don't make effort to talk to you in English, but they will just wait for you to give an effort to talk to them in Korean. So they always, most of them, they expect that foreigners can speak Korean language, because they can't actually speak English. They can speak English, but they are not open. They are not showy on what they have learned in English.
Yeah.
So, and for also in Korea, the food here is usually spicy, hot. So
Yung kinakailangan nilang
that.
mag-adjust
So
sa food culture ng Korea.
yeah, you have to adjust for the food culture in Korea. And when you're new here, you have to, of course, you have to adjust. So that's why you have to know your place, know the language, and you have to have these informations. Well, in Korea, there are lots of supports here in Korea, and all you have to do is to know what are these supports. So you have to know the informations. So in able to get those information, you have to be close to an institution like the Multicultural Center or the Foreign Migrant Center. Yeah, you can actually get some informations there, and if there are emergency support from the government, then they will give you those information. So, having information is very important.
Ma'am, by the way, maraming salamat po sa oras na pinagkalood po ninyo. And guys, actually this is an unexpected interview. Actually, we have a lunch date, pero sinabay ko na rin yung vlog sa kanya. Ma'am, maraming salamat sa oras.
No problem.
Bye guys, thank you. Ma'am, last word to all our kababayans in the Philippines who are suffering from coronavirus. Anong pwede mong mai-advise sa ating mga kababayan ngayon?
Yung corona, dahil nga nagtatagal na, so, ewan ko, madilim pa din yung, parang hindi na mawawala yata ang corona. So, what we have to do is to, live with it. We have to live with it and always pray to God that we have to always be safe. We'll be always safe.
And then ma'am, baka meron kang gustong batiin ng mga family mo sa Pilipinas. So it's your chance to greet them.
Talaga. Okay, so hi sa aking mga kapatid dyan sa Laguna, sa Manila, to Joel, Wilson, Ramel, and also to my cousin Ate Ching, Ate Helen. Oh. And sa mga kamag-anak ko po sa Pilipinas, hi po sa inyong lahat dyan.
Okay ma'am, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay ninyo. And guys, thank you for watching. And I hope you guys find interesting from this video. Okay, maraming salamat. Kamsahamnida. Hanggang sa muli.